Hello again, everyone. Today's video is a really special video because today I'm going to be talking about equivalent fractions, and I'm going to be using the website called mathlearningcenter.org. Now, if you saw a previous video, I did Geoboards with this website. So today I decided I'm going to show you equivalent fractions using mathlearningcenter.org. Okay, and it's got a lot of cool features. It's got a lot of cool stuff that you can see and do. I always do PowerPoint, but today I thought I would use this website to show you what equivalent fractions are and what they look like. So let's go ahead and take a look at those right now. So in my previous video on Geoboards, I actually didn't really show you what the homepage for the Math Learning Center looked like. So I thought I'd show that to you first. So here it is. As you can see, here's the title. As you'll see on my thumbnail, the Math Learning Center, free math apps, and just scroll down. And here are the different topics. Now, I'm not going to go through all the topics here. You can go to the website that I'll leave in the description down below, and you can take a look at those. Good chance that I will be going over different parts of these later on. Okay, so as you can see here, here's the Geoboard that I did earlier. If you haven't seen that video, go ahead and check it out right now. It's pretty awesome, so make sure you have a look. So I'm just going to come on over to this part here, and I'm going to click on fractions, and then it's going to open this. So again, it says fractions for iPad, web, and Chrome. So I'm going to scroll down, and then I'm going to use the Open Web app because I'm using my laptop to do the demonstration lesson for today. So I click on that, and then this opens up, and here's where you get a whole bunch of really cool things happening here. Okay, so again, the topic is equivalent fractions, and equivalent fractions are fractions that have a different numerator and denominator, but are equal to the same value. For example, 2 over 4 and 3 over 6 are equal to 1 over 2. Hence, they are equivalent in nature. These fractions present the same proportion of the whole. Now, that's what I'm going to be showing you today, is these examples with these for equivalent fractions. I'm going to be using 1/2, 2/4, and 3/6. So if you're wondering how I'm going to do that, I'm just going to come on down to this part here. So down here, you've got these different shapes. You've got a fraction bar and a fraction circle. I'm going to show you both, okay, for equivalent fractions. So I'm going to click on this, and it says how many parts. So as I read earlier, I told you it was 1 over 2. So all you're going to do is you're going to click 2, and then click OK, and now you've got this. I'm just going to move it right on over here for now. All right, and then I'm going to click on this here, and then I'm going to say 4. Now I've got 4 parts here. I'm just going to line them up here to show you. Then I'm going to mention 6. Here's my 6 parts, and then I'm going to click OK. Then I'm going to just move it on over here. Now, I like this feature because, as you read in the definition that I gave earlier, it says these fractions represent the same proportion of the whole. So as you can see here, they're all the same size, except I've got one that's got 2, one that's got 4, and one that's got 6. So you can already see how the equivalent fractions line up. Now, here's what I like about this website here. I can go down here and I can color code each box. So I'm just going to use red here for what says red. I'm just going to click on here. Here's 1/2. All right, and then here's 2/4, and here's 3/6. Okay, so I'm shading in the box to show you that the proportions are exactly the same. All right, they're just in smaller pieces here. And another function that I really like about this is the text function. So if you go down here and click on the text, you can type the fraction to show how each one lines up. So I've got 1/2. I can just move that one right here. See 1/2. Now, if you want to make it a little bit bigger, you can. But see, if I do that, it might get a little too big, but I'll just put a little bit over and I'll just leave it there. Okay, and I'm going to type done. This one I had is 2/4. So I can type 2/4 again. Click done. And I can take this and just move it right here next to 2/4. And I can make it larger here by clicking on this A. So this A is, well, it's not uppercase or lowercase. It just makes it bigger or smaller here. You just want to adjust it to the size you want and then just line it up. All right. So now you can see 2/4 right here. And then the last one I have is 3/6. So I'm going to type 3/6, click done, and it's off a little bit, but no biggie. I can just move it right there like this. And I can just click like that. Just kind of line it up here. And now you can clearly see the equivalent fractions in its full effect here. I've got 1/2 here, and now 2/4 and 3/6. Now, if you want to emphasize that, you can go down here to the pen feature, and I showed you this in my Geoboard unit. You can just click on the pen here, and then you've got the different colors here. So I'm just going to show you here. So if you want to show how the equivalent fractions look the same, 1/2 right here. And I'm going to change the colors just to show you the different varieties I have. So I'm using the yellow. Here's 2/4 here. I usually use another app to show the pen feature, but I want to show as much of this as I can. Let's do blue. Okay, for 3/6. So, and again, like I said, I'm showing you this pen feature here because this is on mathlearningcenter.org, and you saw me in my Geoboard video use it a little bit. So I'm just showing it a little bit more here. So this is the one I used for rectangles here to show you equivalent fractions. Now you don't have to use rectangles. Go down here and you've got circles. So again, I'm just going to do the same thing with the circle. I'm going to say 2 parts. It's right here. So I'm just going to slide it on over right here. Right there. I'm going to do another one for 4. Just going to move it down. Kind of moves around a bit, but no big deal. You can move it easily. And then I'll do 6. Just move it on down right here. Just showing this to you as, again, another source, another way to do this. Maybe some students like the rectangle, maybe they like the circle. Unfortunately, those are the only 2 available, but it gives you a great idea of how equivalent fractions work. Using proportion, you can see they're all the same size. I'm not going to touch the size, so you can see how the proportions work. And again, I'm going to use another color. Let's use green. So I'm going to shade 1/2 here, and 2/4 here, and then 3/6 here. And then I just go to my text, and then I can type 1/2 here. And I just click done. I just move it here. I want to make it a little bit bigger so you can see it. That looks pretty good. And then just text over here, and then I want to show you 2/4. Click done. Again, I'm just going to move it right here. Just make it a little larger. See that, and then type 3/6. Just make it a little larger. Click done. Yeah, that's pretty centered. So now I've got 2 examples of equivalent fractions. You got a circle, you got a rectangle, and you can see how they look. With the pen, click on the pen, and you can just circle here. the different colors. So I'll stick with the same colors. So this is 1/2 here in the circle form, 2/4, 3/6. You can see here, I didn't adjust the sizes or anything. I kept them all the same. I didn't move them around or anything other than just to get them more centered for you to see. And then I just showed you what equivalent fractions look like. This is a great way to show them anything really regarding fractions. I'm just using equivalent fractions. I've got another video I did just on introducing fractions, and I'll leave that in the description down below, the link. So if you want to just look at that, just for an intro, you can, okay? So here's the bonus activity. And I decided to just use the mathlearningcenter.org function to do this. Usually I type it up separately, but I just decided to show you this now. Now this is text type. So you saw me in the earlier just now type the fractions. This is the same thing here. Okay, I won't show you how to do this because I don't want this video to go much longer than it is. But I will tell you, you can type directions on here like this. Okay, so I did do this in advance just so I didn't want to, just to not take up too much time. But again, here's the bonus activity. And what I want you to do is just use fractions given below and draw 2 more equivalent fractions for each one shown. Okay, so I've got 5 examples here of fractions. Write 2 more equivalent fractions like similar to these. Okay, draw the shape. Okay, and it can be any kind of shape as long as it's not some kind of outrageous shape. All right, be practical. Circle, rectangle are the ones I showed you. Square is okay. You want to get a little cute, you could do like a pentagon if it applies like that, but just, you know, don't do anything kind of ridiculous. All right, so now this is something I want to share with you because usually I'm going to give you the speech about you can draw on a piece of paper, take a screenshot. Now you can do all that still, but if you want to actually go to this actual link that I'm showing you right now, you can do that. Okay, now, and if you do that, you can return it out, you can give it back to me, or if you're a teacher and you're having students do this, they can return this to you with a link. You don't need to get a screenshot or anything like that. Okay, you can just get the link that they did it on using this format you see in front of you, and they can give it back to you like that. All right, and even if you don't give it back and you don't give it to me, you just want to play with this and try it, you can go to this link. Now, what am I talking about with this link? It's this. Now, all you do is you go down here to share. Okay, so you click on share here, and now you've got these options. Share your work. You got save image, copy image. Now I did save the image in the event if you're interested in doing this, I can send it out to you. However, this is the part that I think is awesome. It says copy link. Okay, you can see here it says share link and then copy link. All you got to do is click on that link. Now it's been copied. Okay, so if you're doing the bonus activity, all you got to do is take the work here and just do what I showed you earlier. Type it in, do all that, mess with the sizes, and then copy the link, and then you can just email it out, or you can just send it however you do it with, if you're doing it through a chat group or whatever, but you can take the link and then share it. There's no paper, there's no drawing, there's no copying physically. It's right here and it's already set up for you. So I think that's what I think is really cool about this. Now the share code, I didn't mess around with that too much. If you do, let me know in the comments down below how that works and anything like that. Okay, I feel what we're doing and what needs to be done, what I've shown you is sufficient enough. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. And I really think this is an important link that you can use to teach fractions. Okay, I just use equivalent fractions just to demonstrate the functions for that page on the mathlearningcenter.org. Okay, you can do anything you want. Okay, and I just put a bonus activity in there just to try out that share link. Okay, if there's any trouble with that, just let me know. So, and if you're teaching in a classroom or you've got a group, might be a great way to send out and collect information that you need in a more organized way, using what you've already been using and showing. Okay, that's why I did that. All right, I think it's really awesome. And I love this mathlearningcenter.org. You've already seen me do it twice now, and I'm going to keep using it, and I'm going to keep sharing what it can do. Okay, because maybe there's something there that you can find useful. All right, so that'll do it for today's video. And again, send me an email if you've got any questions or you would like to speak to me privately. Thank you so much for spending part of your day with me. And as always, I look forward to seeing you on the next video.